Very well, let's just start. So like I said before, I just want to try to understand what the market is going to give us this coming week. So this is GBP USD, and you know of course we've been anticipating some selling pressure based on last week, let's just say based on 2 months time frame, because we've been seeing that the market has been dropping. So right now all we need to do is try to add trend lines and make sure that everything makes sense. Just need to understand the current market position, where we are we in a impulse phase or correction phase? So let's just start our analysis just right from the weekly time frame and try to get our three touch. So let's just start from maybe this level 1 2. If we don't get a touch, we just try anything as long as we get those amazing touch. Let's see. That's what we see. Just a minute, let me see right here. 1 2. Okay, so we see we had something right there. As long as it makes sense, then we go for it. And of course we should do the same to the lower level 2 right there. So this is still based off the weekly time frame, and now we've seen we've had a first touch, second touch, and of course the third touch. That's when the market started dropping. So if you look at this also, this is just to tell you that this is just a possible continuation pattern. Let's just have this right here. That was just a possible continuation to tell us that we're still in that possibility, for the market to go all the way down. So this is what we see. Now we need to understand around our certain support level, that is. So let's just adjust this. Remember, we're still on the weekly time frame. So if we go to the daily, we need to understand how price is approaching this support level right there, because right now we are currently at a support. So we still anticipate some buying pressure right. So let's just go to the daily. We anticipate a buying pressure, they say, because we understand that the market analysis is based off the weekly, and the market is kind of in a downtrend. So we should be looking for maybe selling position. That is, if it is giving a selling position. So right here we need to understand that kind of an approach right there. So the next thing is just identify some major key levels that price might try to bounce off from. So we have this level right there. So we see that week price, that level in close stick right here. So that's just another conference that we still in a downtrend. At the same time, we have this downtrend right here, this trend right there. We still have this as a trend. Don't forget that. Now, if we go to the before we go to the 4-hour, remember we still have this pattern right there. That's like a continuation pattern, which is a bearish flag. So going to the H4, we need to adjust. We need to adjust our drawings and understand if we get any price reaction. Have it right there, and have this right there. And of course we can also do the same to the top. You can have it maybe around that level. Now we've seen we've had a touch, another touch, 3, and of course first touch, second touch. So we anticipate the market will go back to give us a third touch of this H4 right here. And of course we still anticipate a buying pressure right there. Now if we price back this level still okay, we need to understand that the moment price take out this new low that it will have created, that will be a good sign that now she's ready to go all the way down. So for GBP USD, I think we should be anticipating some amazing sales, and that will be just a sign that okay, she might be trying to break out of this trend line, because we still anticipate a downtrend. Now in any case, if you don't see this correction, for a confirmed price, GBP USD has to take out this level right there. Talking about this level, taking out that level, then comes back with a retest, then we should be looking for buy position. Now let's talk about gold. Let's talk about gold. I'll remove everything and start maybe from the weekly time frame. This is a new week, so this is what we see of the weekly, right? So let's just start with our trend. Once again, we have our 1 2 right there, and of course try to clone it. Let's see what we come up with. We're just looking for, as long as it makes sense. That's what we're for. Let's remove that, and then maybe try to flip our screen. As long as it makes sense, we go for it. So just have it maybe right here once again. Then you can have that right there. You can try to adjust this level right there too. So this is what we see basically. At the same time, let me see if we can come up with something. Right there. Let's see. I can remove this and maybe have this right here. Maybe adjust that. Right, so this is what we see. We've seen price has given us three touches, 1 2 3 of the weekly time frame. This is it. But then we still anticipate the ability, the market still dropping to give us a touch right here, maybe right there, before maybe looking for more buys. That is now in a long time perspective. So look at this level, we still see we have a trend right here. Let's just mark out this too. We don't want to miss out a thing right there. Now let's go to the daily time frame and understand what it's currently doing. So we're going to look out for continuation patterns or even reversal patterns. So at the same time, we should just add more trend line too. We also had another one right here, which price kind of broke, and of course there's also a key level right here. Mark out that level right there. Now if you look at gold clearly, gold has taken out this trend line right here. This trend line has been done with. So if I flip this joint, look at this, you understand that we've started creating a new trend right here. There's that new trend. Of course we can try to own it and have it right there. So for me it kind of makes sense. Let's just remove these other trends. We don't need them because we understand what price is trying to do, where price is trying to go to. So if we remove that, now look at this. Let's also remove this. I think we should now have this right there. We've had a touch. So let's take it to hour now. Right now all I see is that what's this? Gold is trying to give us continuation in a continuation pattern. Let's just flip the screen, don't get confused. This is it. So this is what I see. Gold is trying to give us this as a continuation pattern. Remember, we see an uptrend, something like this, before she start going all the way up, right? So if we flip back the screen, this is it. We see that gold created, let's adjust that before we continue. Gold has created an impulse phase right here, the now correction right there. Now I'm anticipating gold to maybe drop. So we need to understand what she's doing around this level right there, because to me that one looks like a continuation. So probably let's just have this as a 1 2 right there, and she broke, and of course maybe 1 2 right there. If it makes sense, we go for it. right there. So let's go to the 1 hour now. This is it. Hard at attach, and now this is what we're doing. So basically we need to understand the current market price, what is happening over here, and if we get our confirmation, then we should be looking for those amazing entries. So for now we can add this right here. It's a first touch, second touch, and of course we can try to clone it too. Let's now bring this over here. We can try to clone it right here. Just a minute. Right, so we can have that right there. So my anticipation is what's gold, dropping over here is going to give us a third touch, first touch, second touch, third. Now we anticipate a retest right there. Then now once we see gold breaking out of that level, then we should be looking for opportunities. This is something like this. So my anticipation is that, and of course remember we still have this level right there. If we mark out that level, so that's the anticipated zone that probably gold might try to go back and hit. And once we see maybe reaction around that level, then that is when we should be looking for those great swing positions. And of course target could be this right here. That is what I'm seeing basically on gold.